You know, and that's what a lot of things in life, you have to know when to stop.
Right.
Not just poetry.
Right, right. What is some of the preparation that you involved in? I mean, was it a technical preparation, or it was just a love of the art form, or how did you prepare yourself for your writings? I mean, all of us basically learn how to write, I guess, from 2nd and 3rd grade, but I mean, just to put it down on paper.
Well, I didn't go to school to learn how to write, or, I mean, other than read and write.
Right.
I didn't take any, you know, poetry classes, or I went to a few workshops in my experience. I grew up listening to, once I did lock on to, like, poets, and what poets were and what poets did and how poets did their thing, I would go out and buy records that were done by poets. My generation being, like I mentioned, the last poets, Nicky Giovanni, Gil Scott-Heron, Sonia Sanchez, and I started buying poetry books and checking out the styles of the poets from my generation.
Right, right.
And just felt stuff from them.
Mm-hmm. I see.
And I tried to, in my own way, find a style, my own style. You know, I mean, of course, we're all influenced, and we sound a bit like those that we're influenced by.
Yes.
But I still knew it was important to develop your own style. So once you hear a style or you hear a poem or something, hopefully that's like the ultimate in compliment that somebody hears one note or one word or the sound of your voice and they know that's you, you know, so.
I see.
Sized up at a glance, without having a chance, my dark skin becomes a target for screaming sirens, red, white, and blue strobe lights, and bullets that go bang in the quiet round-the-way night. As I wonder, why am I here at all? Stop right there, nigga, up against the wall, invade my audio space. And my Nubian profile has now become a logo, a seal, representing death in a place so surreal where freedom means you gotta die innocent before you get it. Get it? My profile, be it from the left or the right, has simply become something to be shot on sight by the power whores and pale-faced racists seeking to eliminate and slowly replace us with technology that won't even need a slave because machines do what they're told and slaves misbehave. My profile, that was once so regal, is contorted by injustice and American eagles dressed in business suits with hearts of vultures giving props to each other for raping my culture. And what's my real name anyway? Is it something European? Or is it Kunta Kinte? My profile, shot on the first slave ship, tattooed and scarred by the slave trader's whip, an early indication that left a bloody trail, leading to an auction block for a worthless bill of sale, a convenient commodity for the master's use, repeatedly tortured by his senseless abuse. My profile that's traveled through time only ends up a poster, a most wanted sign, sketched by an artist for the daily paper, asking the public to help solve a caper and identify a brother who looks just like me, a black man, misguided in society, bound and gagged with chains in my head, pushed to the edge until I see red. My profile, in the White House or the street, from a crackhead on the pipe to the bourgeois elite, gets stored in computers with all the falsified facts, sentenced and condemned just because it's black, judged by a jury, not of my peers. Systematically screwed and locked up for years, victim of a process of sort of damage control, treated like an animal and thrown in a hole. My profile, that's within every border, is hip to the trip and the New World Order, putting chips in our necks. Now ain't that fantastic, as they download your social and put you on plastic. And my profile, just because I look good in a car, in a suit, or a car-for-night hood, labels me a criminal. What else can I be? When the color of my skin is all that they see, and they are blinded by ignorance, never knowing who I am, trying to erase me and the rest of my fam. It ain't no joke. We're dying every day, on the news and in the papers as they put us on display. Come on, y'all, come on and see them. Yeah, that's the next step. A dead black man museum. A room full of images and bodies encased. Examples on exhibit of it used to be erased. Pictures and paintings of how they see us in their dreams. But to us, it's the reality, and not just what it seems. But my profile, too often viewed in a coffin, keeps me chameleon and always morphing. So I can play the game very undetected, avoiding the controls of those who are elected that make all the rules and pass the laws, rewinding our brains and keeping us paused, cause moving fast forward is what's called progress. And they always get pissed when we pass that test. Tailor-made grades wait at every turn, and that's the style until you learn to change the fashion and open your eyes. Fight the profiles to save your lives. Look straight ahead, hold your head up high, and burn the profile to bring an end to the lie.
Do you have a specific audience or age level that you write your poetry for, or is it a universal art form, or do you have any kind of, specific aim at who you write your poetry for?
Well, I am a universal child of God.
Yes, okay.
So, but I embody this black body. So I express myself from a black perspective most times because this is my experience. So a lot of things that I speak about, or the eyes in which I look through to describe what I experience, is coming from a black experience. So, but I'm a child of God, and we're all children of God, no matter what color or what, we're all children of God, and I'm just trying to express what I've experienced and my observations in a way that may help others, not just specifically black people, but any human being on this planet.
Good.
That I can, in my way, to just through my experience, maybe hear something, learn something, feel something, spread some love, hear whatever type of message I'm trying to convey. Hopefully, I feel it's a positive one. It might come out hardcore sometime, it might come out soft. There may be a little profanity sprinkled in there, but I'm just trying to, what's said, keep it real for myself, and hopefully those that hear me or may see me perform will feel that realness coming from me.
My last question for Brother Blue Sky. He has a CD called Poetry. Could you give me some of the people who were involved with this record and
Sure.
what they did for you?
Okay, fine. Well, first of all, everybody involved with that CD is very good friends of mine, and I love them very dearly. The engineer in whose studio I used, Raymond C. Lynch, we call him Chris. He has a studio and a production company, Nam the Surfer. You can log on to his site, www.namthesurfer.com. And what Nam the Surfer is African man backwards.
That's very good.
He is a fantastic producer and engineer, and he influenced me a lot and helped me do the CD. All right. The artists on the CD, one gentleman by the name of Ronnie Drayton, and for those of you who've never heard his name, he's renowned within the music industry, and I'm proud to say he's a very close friend and long friend of mine, and he's a fantastic guitar player, and he has done work on a few tracks for me. I've been blessed to have him on there. And another friend of mine is Mikkel Banks, who is an all-around artist. He's a musician, he's a flautist, he's a singer, he's an actor, he's a whole lot of things. He's on there, a sister by the name of Carol Amber Hawthorne, who is a fantastic gospel vocalist. She's lended her talents and abilities to the track. A young lady named Vicki Platt also has lent her singing ability and some acting skills within my CD. I like to think of my CD as a production, and if you listen to it, you might hear some of what I mean. It's not just poetry the way I'm presenting it. Spoken word is music that I've created along with a couple of tracks by Mr. Lynch, and like I said, the musical contributions of my friends.